The front has already moved through, or it's moving through, so it's either cold or raining. I
don't want to be sweating
on
the parade route, but I also don't want to be cold.
I know. So many, different options, and that's kind of how it is in February and March in Louisiana, and that's why it's always a bit of a guessing game ahead of time for Mardi Gras, of course. But we will get you updated, and we'll be watching everything really closely. But yeah, too far out to say for sure about Mardi Gras Day, for sure at this point, way too far. But we'll talk about this week, because we do have parades, of course, a huge weekend of Mardi Gras coming up next weekend, and it does look pretty good all week long. Not freezing, but still cool, pleasant afternoons, mostly sunny skies. And then over the weekend, we introduce the rain chance. Right now, I have it mostly late Saturday and maybe into Sunday, but keep an eye on it. We'll talk more about this in a second, because things could change as models a week out are not really doing a great job of coming into agreement about timing and specifics right now. But just a little heads up, there might be some rain around next weekend. Doesn't look too terrible at this point, I would say, but we will get into that in a second. Let's talk about right now. Temperatures in the 40s, our temperature at Macomb in the 30s though, and we do have winds mostly from the north, a bit breezy still along the south shore of the lake at Kenner. All of our really active weather with that last system that brought us rain Saturday morning, and now that's kind of pulled off to the northeast and brought that cloud cover from early this morning with it. So tonight we have mostly clear skies. North of the lake, you will be dipping into the upper 30s. That's very close to or right around the frost range. In fact, that begins around 37 or so. So you might be there very briefly early tomorrow. South of the lake, 45 or so is what we're expecting for early tomorrow. And then our high temperature, 60. So spending most of the afternoon in the 50s. It should be a really nice, pleasant start to the week. Here's your forecast. Happy to show this forecast after last week. Every day the rain chance, and some days a lot of rain and some strong storms. Instead, we get very quiet and overall just very subdued kind of weather this week, with our temperatures in the evening back in the 50s and our high temperatures bouncing around average. The average high right now is 63. The average low is in the 40s, and we will be right in that range this week. Temperatures bobbing up on Wednesday and Tuesday, but then Wednesday we get another front, and that'll cool us down a little. I'll show you that with our upper pattern. Here's the trough to the east of us, and around that off to the western edge, we'll just get another little gentle reinforcing shot of some dry and cool air. We warm up a little bit, just a few degrees at the end of the week, and then you can see here is our next low getting toward us for the weekend, maybe bringing some showers. We will see how far north or south it tracks. And then after that exits off to the east, it looks cool again for next week. Monday and Tuesday, maybe highs in the 50s again. Next weekend parades, I know you want to know what it's going to be like. First of all, I think it'll be a cool feel. Temperatures in the 60s for the afternoons and then 50s for the evenings. Showers look possible late Saturday and Sunday, but again, the details are still uncertain. I would definitely just keep watching the forecast this week. A lot will depend on how close to us the low pressure gets. If it stays south, which we think it might, that would bring down any chance for lightning and thunder, and that would just leave us with a few showers. We'll see, but again, we'll have more details coming up for you. Looking at the rainfall over the past 7 days, we were starting off Sunday a week ago and into Monday a week ago, saying we'll get about 3 to 6 inches, and it did line up that way with our cumulative rain totals, about 3 to 6, and because of that, we have some river flood forecasts information. Most of them actually are falling now. You may have noticed that if you're around these areas, except for the Pearl. It's still rising, but only minor flooding is forecast, and it looks like it'll rise until Wednesday and probably stay steady for a while after that. The other North Shore rivers are either at minor flooding or no flooding at all, and all of them are falling. Our 7-day forecast shows those temperatures. Again, Wednesday will hit highs probably in the middle 60s, but then it turns a little chillier. You can see through the day and into Wednesday night. No rain expected with that midweek front, just a little bit of a cooler feel on Thursday. Friday looks pleasant, but with a few more clouds. And then again, we will certainly watch the forecast closely and work hard to get you the rain chances updated each day as we get toward the weekend.